When the water tower in Greeley is full, residents have Charles Hansen to thank. Mr. Hansen came to Greeley in 1902. As a young man, he worked at the Greeley Tribune. He later purchased several weekly papers, creating the Daily Greeley Republican, which 10 years later merged with the Greeley Tribune. Longtime friend W.D. Farr remembers.
When they got the new presses, why, he had a new press. And as fast as things would develop, his paper was always ahead of other people.
Hansen served as owner and publisher for 40 years, and it was from that position that he would drive the Colorado Big Thompson Water Diversion Project.
But he loved the outdoors, he loved the mountains, and he loved drilling things, and he understood that without water we don't have anything.
Years without water in the 1930s spurred Hansen and others to form a board that would take on a project of unprecedented size and scope. The idea was to bring water from the western slope to eastern Colorado. As the snow melts, it collects in Grand Lake. Hansen's idea was to build a tunnel under the Continental Divide to reservoirs along the Eastern Front Range. It was Hansen's determination and dedication over 20 years that got the project accomplished.
And as chairman, he held the people from Harbor County, Boulder County, Well County, Morgan County, Washington, clear on down Sedgwick County. He held them together all through the years, and people get tired, and they get discouraged, and they want to quit, and there was always lots of obstacles. And he was the one that stayed there day after day.
Day after day, Hansen headed up the Colorado Big Thompson Water Diversion Project. He traveled to Washington to get legislation passed. He oversaw the construction of the Alva Adams Tunnel. And just 3 years before his death, watched his life's work pour out of a tunnel opening.
We stood there, and of course in those days everybody dressed up with suits and ties and hats. We were getting tired, we were getting fidgety, and we heard a roar just like a train. It sounded like a big freight train coming. We couldn't understand this noise because all of a sudden it was just there. It had been 50 of us standing around visiting. Here was this tremendous roar, and the largest cloud of dust, and the densest dust you ever saw. And then all of a sudden there was the water.
A constant reminder of Hansen's work runs over Highway 34. This green pipe, called the Hansen Siphon, is part of the network of tunnels and pipes that carry 230,000 acre-feet of water to 30 communities in northern Colorado every year.